Welcome to the Heel Turn Hotline, where the villains want it so tonight. Schemes, betrayals, chaos on the line. Heel Turn Hotline.
Welcome to another Heel Turn Hotline. I am your host Daniel Emmett, and I am here with my co-host and WWE fanatic and co-partner Finn Pemberfee. How are we today, sir?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good. Ready to talk some WWE today.
I sure am, yeah.
And in particular, Saturday night's main event.
Yep. Supposedly CENA'S final match. Big moment.
Yes, a big night for everyone. But before we get to that, there was a double taping today of WWE Raw and SmackDown. And so the spoilers are already live. For this week's SmackDown. I got a chance to watch Raw this morning, and we had the Usos defeated the New Day by pinfall. We had the Women's Intercontinental Championship match with Maxine Dupree taking over Becky Lynch, retaining her title over Ivy Nile by submission. And then we had probably the match I was the most excited for, which was Stephanie Vicure versus Raquel Rodriguez.
Okay.
And this match ended with Nikki Bella interfering, and so there wasn't a clear winner. This was a no contest match. And then we had our main event was Logan Paul versus Rey Mysterio. Logan Paul defeated Rey Mysterio by pinfall. And during this main event, we also had the reveal of the Masked Man from Survivor War Games, which this was never a surprise to anyone. It was always going to be Austin Theory. I heard a lot of different theories, some saying that it could be Randy Orton, but Austin Theory seemed to be the one that a lot of people were thinking, and so it wasn't a surprise. It wasn't a pop in the audience either. No one was surprised with the Austin Theory reveal. But I'm glad that that's one story that's wrapped up now. The one that we do have to come back to is Jacob Fatu. I'm still wondering who attacked Jacob Fatu, which it seems that WWE have gone away from that story. We will see what happens.
Might be one of those things that never has a reveal. I don't know. I hope not, but...
No, Jacob Fatu is going to have to come back eventually, though. So, I feel like when he comes back, there's... Jacob Fatu, he would have seen who attacked him, and so... I don't know, I just have to see it. Maybe that's why they are rerunning this whole Cody versus Drew storyline, is because really that match or that story started with the Jacob Fatu attack. So maybe that's why they're bringing a fourth match back now, is to reveal it. But, at this point, I don't care about the Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre feud.
No, neither. I think it's kind of run its course.
Yeah, exactly, and I just don't think a fourth match, unless Drew actually wins.
If he won, I would be pretty happy, but sadly I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
He's a very well-protected character, so I doubt he's going to, lose on something.
No,
lose on something like this, and Drew hasn't had, he's been in main event matches, but he hasn't had, a serious extended, push for quite a while.
No, which I think Drew has been great this year.
Yes.
I think Drew has been great this year. He did a promo with Cody before Saturday night's main event. That was great. I've shown you that promo actually, where Drew speaks a lot of truth about the two different sides of Cody, how there's corporate Cody, and then there's the American Nightmare side of Cody, which I love. That promo leading up to Saturday night's main event, I think is one of the best promos of SmackDown this year. And also during Raw, Gunther opened up Raw, and this probably has to be my top 4, maybe even top 5, best promos of the year.
Okay.
Gunther, he didn't say much. He didn't come out and and do this massive dialogue. As soon as his music hit, his presence was felt. This guy is really intimidating, which we are going to be talking about Gunther today. All he literally said was, "I was the one to end John Cena's career," and
spoiler alert, but he was John Cena's final opponent, and he beat him.
Yes. And he also said, John Cena tapped out like a little bitch, which I thought was, absolute gold. Like, that is what a heel should do, and the audience was booing him, and like, they absolutely hated him. People were still pissed off with the result of the John Cena versus Gunther match.
Yeah.
And then
It's a big win for Gunther.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is massive. We haven't seen him technically since SummerSlam, but now he's back with the last time is now a tournament.
Yeah, he won that tournament and then beat Cena, and then this will probably lead to a push, is my theory.
Yes, I think 2026 is going to be the year of Gunther, and that's what I'm hoping, because this guy has so much potential, and Triple H is a big fan of him.
Triple H does seem very keen on Gunther. Yeah.
And so going into next year, I'm really keen to see. I think he could be top 2 heels. No one's been able to end John Cena's career like Gunther, and I think Gunther put up quite a good match on Saturday night's main event.
Yeah.
And then Gunther walked backstage after his promo, which supposedly, nothing's confirmed, sets up a Gunther versus AJ Styles match. Gunther gets in his car and he does the whole "you can't see me" John Cena pose in front of AJ, because AJ is very fond of Cena, and so a lot of people actually hate Gunther, including Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce was one of the people that Gunther passed on his way out, and Adam Pearce wasn't happy that Gunther won, and so this, they've done a great push for him being one of the most deadliest heels in the industry.
Yeah.
And so I'm really looking forward to seeing what they did, and the fact that there wasn't much dialogue from him, that it was more just taunting from crowd. He did that so well. Physical appearance was just great in this promo, a great opening to Monday Night Raw. And then we also had CM Punk cut a promo about Braun Breaker, because they have their match on I think it's the 5th of January.
Right, yeah. Isn't it on a Raw Saturday night's main event or something?
It's the first Raw of next year to celebrate 1 year of Raw being on Netflix.
Right, okay, sure, okay.
And so he cut a promo for that, and Nikki Bella, you and I both saw that match at was it Survivor War Games with Stephanie McCure and Nikki Bella. Mm-hmm. I thought that was going to be the end of it. I thought that was going to be the end of that feud.
Yeah, I thought so too.
But now apparently they're running that back. I'm not happy about it. I just don't think Nikki Bella just doesn't seem like the right opponent for Stephanie McCure.
I'm not too happy about it either.
Stephanie McCure should be going up against bigger, better people. She should be going
Nikki
up
Bella
against the Rhea Ripleys of the industry.
Nikki Bella is a very big name.
Yes.
She's got that whole Total Bellas thing. She's been around forever.
Yeah, I have no problem with her being an opponent, but she wants the title, and I just don't think.
No, I don't.
It's nostalgia characters. This is just the thing with the industry. Nostalgia characters never get the belt. They never get the win. Very occasionally, maybe, but it's not something common.
I doubt she's going to win the belt in the rematch. But I agree. Once a one-off pay-per-view match is fine. But I think Stephanie should be moving on to more. I guess
bigger matches.
Younger talent, or more recent kind of characters. Yeah, characters that have been in the industry for, that are more kind of current.
Yeah.
Because as you said, Nikki Bella's more like a nostalgia character at the moment.
Yes, and I think, I would love to see Stephanie McCure versus Rhea Ripley. I would love to see that. I think her feud with Raquel Rodriguez is great. I think that whole storyline that they are doing with the Judgment Day, I think is great. They've been running that story for a few weeks now, and Stephanie McCure is just a great wrestler.
Oh, Stephanie's feuding with the Judgment Day?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I think that sounds like a good feud.
Yes, well,
it should be a good
so
feud.
far it has been. This is Stephanie's second or third match with Raquel Rodriguez.
Right, I know she's had a few matches with Roxanne Perez as well.
Roxanne Perez, yes. And so, I just think she should be going more onto bigger names. I don't think she was a part of the WrestleMania 42 promo that they cut together. Because in that promo there was it Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Charlotte Flair.
Oh right, the press conference.
I know the one where they're the men's one was them sitting around a poker table. I'm not sure if you saw.
Oh, I haven't seen the women's poster, no.
Right. Well, yeah. In the promo, it's like that they're in like a restaurant or something, and I don't think Stephanie McGill was there. Like, if they want to push her to like WrestleMania stardom, like I think they really need to move on from this Nikki Bella storyline. Nikki Bella, it just isn't giving up. So, yeah, we will see how that goes. We're running back a couple of storylines now with Drew McIntyre and Cody, and Stephanie McGill and Nikki Bella. And on the topic of Cody and Drew, they released a video today, Finn, of was it Adam Pearce? I think it's.
He's the general manager for Raw, I believe.
Who's the general manager of SmackDown?
Nick Aldis.
Yes, Nick Aldis went to Drew McIntyre's house because Drew McIntyre is still suspended from SmackDown, so he can't actually step foot in the stadium. And so when Nick got there, they basically kind of talked about the contract that was mentioned last week on SmackDown about Drew McIntyre potentially returning. We'll see how it goes. And then this I really liked. Cody Rhodes showed up at Drew McIntyre's house, and they basically just went at each other. Okay. Like these two characters are absolutely pissed.
Yeah, seems like
Cody's absolutely had it with Drew. Drew's absolutely had it with Cody, and I don't like the idea of a fourth match, but this could be good if Drew wins. So we'll see how we go. There's obviously something that they want to tell here, so I'm willing to give this story the benefit of the doubt.
I haven't seen that segment, but it sounds good on paper.
I'll have to show you it after.
This is a complaint I have, or a suggestion, critique, whatever, about modern WWE. They really need more out of arena stuff. They need more out of arena, segments and vignettes, and even a match once or twice might be okay. They used to have way more segments that would take you out of the arena. There'll be a wrestler in a bar or at someone's house, or somewhere that's just out of the arena. It makes it, in my opinion, feel cool, because it's just in the arena all the time gets kind of stale.
It does. The other complaint I have is there's way too many matches are by pinfall.
Yeah.
Not many matches are by submission, and there's you look at WWE's catalog, it's massive. There's so many different match types, so many different ways, and the one that they continue to go back to is pinfall.
Yeah, wrestling's always been like that.
It has, but I would like to see more. But now, getting on to the main topic of this episode is Saturday night's main event, John Cena's farewell tour.
The official name, Saturday night's main event, The Lost Time Is Now, or something?
Saturday night's main event, John Cena's final match.
Right, okay.
That's the little name.
Right, okay, never mind.
That's the little name under it. I have something to tell you, Finn. I can finally see John Cena after today. And so the first matchup that we had for this one was Cody Rhodes versus Oba. And also, just going forward, I have no idea what Finn's views are on most of these matches. We haven't really talked about it until now.
No, we haven't talked about it really.
So I'm really keen to know your opinion. But this first match we've talked about a little bit is Cody Rhodes versus Oba. This ended in disqualification by Drew McIntyre interfering, pushing their feud more with him and Cody Rhodes. So now, what do you think of this first match?
Honestly, it was, in my opinion, probably. I was disappointed with it when I saw it, but I've grown to accept it more now I've thought about it. This was the match I was the most anticipated for going forward.
When you first watched Saturday night's main event, what was or when you first watched the match, what was your opinion straight after it? You said that your opinions kind of changed a little bit.
I was just I I don't know. At the time, I didn't like the finish, and it felt like the match was just getting good, and then it ended, and it felt like it didn't feel too special. Like, it just felt like, you know, like, it felt fine, but not very memorable or whatever. Like, that was my first time seeing an Oba-Femi match. Yeah, it makes me want to see more of him, so that definitely accomplishes that.
He's great. He's
Yeah.
great. Oba-Femi absolutely owned this match from beginning to end.
Yeah.
He was the one who was dominating, like, such an intimidating presence.
The
guy's massive.
He is. He's got a really good look, and he seems to, like, have a pretty good gimmick and character. I like his entrance quite a lot as well.
His entrance is great. Yeah. It's great. Like, his music is so dark.
And he does a little jig when he comes down. He kind of, what does he do? Like, jumps up and down and dances and stuff. I like his ring gear as well. So yeah, like, it was an alright match. Nothing. I didn't think it was too special, but it wasn't bad. Makes me want to see more of Oba-Femi, so I guess it achieved its purpose.
Yes, because he is NXT champion.
He is, yes.
You know, as for me, this match I thought was just great. Like, you know, as you know, I'm a Cody lover. I mean, I'm wearing a Cody hat. But, you know, putting that aside, right from the start of this match, this was never a Cody Rhodes match. I never once thought when I was watching this that Cody Rhodes was the show stealer here, or he wanted all the attention to be on him. Like, I really felt like Cody Rhodes...
No, I didn't get that either, which I have thought that about Cody in the past quite a few times, but I didn't get that in this match. It wasn't all about, like, Cody.
No, like, it actually felt
maybe
like...
Maybe a little bit with the post-match, but not too much.
No, like, it actually felt like he was trying to push over Femi, which I really liked, because from what I hear, they do want to bring him to the main roster, and I think this Saturday night's main event was a great way of setting that up. Like, obviously, he has to finish.
They'll probably bring him to the main roster when he loses the title.
Yes,
would be my theory.
Because, like, seeing the positive response to Oba-Femi.
Oh, the crowd was so into him.
Oh, yeah. So that's what makes me think that when he loses his belt, that, you know, even during the post-show, Triple H came out and he spoke very positive about Oba-Femi, and in particular, Oba-Femi being the next Brock Lesnar. In the industry, because there's rumours going around that Brock Lesnar, that 2026 is going to be his retirement year, and so Triple H spoke very positive of Oba, and like the crowd was really into him, and I think that was really good to see. Yeah, Oba just has a great range of different moves, which I really liked.
Yeah.
And like he dominated like a lot of this match. Like this guy is someone to fear. Like, I wouldn't want to get in the ring with Oba-Femi myself. I wouldn't want to. So yeah, I thought, he was really good. But then, you know, this was a match that I wasn't sure what to think about this match going into it, because this just seems like such a weird lineup. You have one person who's the head of the company, who's the head of WWE, and then you have someone who's in NXT as the champion now. And so, I don't know, it just seems like one side had a big disadvantage, the other side had a massive advantage. And so I was really surprised about the ending of this match and what the final result was going to be. And I think...
Yeah, I thought Cody was just going to win, to be straight up, but I'm glad that didn't happen. Like, I'm glad...
Like, well, Cody technically got the win on this.
Oh, yes, he did, yes. So he won by disqualification.
Yeah. But, yeah, technically, no one won this.
Yeah.
No one won this. No one got a pin, which champion's advantage. Cody wins, then Oba won't look good as champion on NXT, and if Cody Rhodes lost, like, this wasn't a title match, which was good, and if Oba-Femi beat Cody Rhodes wouldn't look good on SmackDown as being the head of the company. Like, he got defeated by someone who's weaker than him. So there wasn't really a way to end this match that could really have one winning over the other, you know what I mean? And I think that's one of the things I really liked about the ending, is Drew McIntyre interfering, and then Oba-Femi and Cody Rhodes both teaming up to take out Drew McIntyre. I thought that was a great moment. Yeah, I thought that was a great moment. And so by the end of this match, I thought both champions looked dominant. Now, how do you feel about that ending? I know the ending you're not a particularly big fan of.
Well, I was disappointed at the time because I was like, I guess I didn't know they were continuing the feud. So I was like, oh, great, they're continuing this feud. This feud's gone on for like a few months. Doesn't really feel like it's progressing. Well, the feud does seem like it's progressing a little more now. But it's like, okay, are they really doing this again?
That's how I felt since they announced it.
I knew it wasn't realistically going to happen with how protected Cody is as a character, but like I would have liked Oba to win. Like it wouldn't have had to be clean. Obviously, you could just have like Cody, like you could have a ref bump. Drew does a Claymore kick or something, and then Oba hits. I'm not sure what his finisher is. Maybe the chokeslam. He hits whatever his finisher is, and then pins Cody, like something like that. I would have liked that, but I guess you could come in from the angle that like neither of them could have afforded the loss, so the DQ ending is fine.
Yeah, so like I was really happy with how that first match ended. Cody Rhodes, is great in the ring as always. Like Cody Rhodes is way over. At this point, people know his song, which people don't sing to enough songs on WWE entrances.
Okay.
Outside of Cody and Uso, not many people actually sing to the songs. I mean, people were singing to John Cena's "The Time Is Now" song. I don't think it was during this match with Gunther, but in previous ones I know people have sung the song. Logan Paul still has not got people to sing "Still Humble."
I thought from what I've seen, like the fans singing the theme songs is like a pretty new trend.
Yeah, right.
Like under Vince, it pretty much, for whatever reason, it pretty much never happened. There was a really cool moment at one of the when Edge was in WWE, one of his like last pay-per-view matches. I don't know which match it was. I think it was a tag team match against Judgment Day or something. But the fans sung his entire theme song. That was really cool.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. The next matchup was Sol Ruca versus Bayley. Yeah, I was going for Bayley because her return is still quite recent. Like it's only been like a month or two, maybe even a little bit less since she's returned.
I think she returned at SummerSlam.
Right.
She returned in the match between Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria. Because I think it was Lyra that came out with Bayley when she had her entrance.
Right. And so like, I know I put, this... I don't know why I thought Bayley, maybe because she's just a more over character. But then I was wrong. I was wrong about that because Sol Ruca ended up taking the win here, which I think was the best possible outcome for this match because Sol Ruca kicked a lot of ass in the ring. She is incredible. She's incredibly flexible. Her moves are great. Like, she was just amazing to watch. What did you think about this match? What did you take away from it?
This, for me, was my personal match of the night. From what I've seen, I'd seen a bit of Sol Ruca before. She's getting really over in NXT. I thought she was going to win because, like, she's booked pretty strongly in NXT. She was a double champion for a while. I don't know if she still has any championship belts, but I know she was a double champion for a while. They've got a storyline with her and like Zarya, which they weren't building to in this match, but I know they're building to that on NXT. And I really liked it. Sol Ruca is really impressive in the ring, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. The Soul Snatcher is like, it's really unique. I don't think anyone else has done it, which is really impressive considering like it's kind of hard to have a unique finisher nowadays. And it's probably the coolest finisher at the moment on the roster.
Yeah, right.
And Bayley did a good job as well. I think she did some cool moves, and
I felt
overall, I just thought the match was good.
I felt more of this match was on Sol Ruca. Like a lot of this match was to showcase Sol Ruca.
I think he did a very good job at that.
I did as well, and I thought Bayley backed her up really well. Like, of course, there's some great segments in this match with Bayley where Bayley does make some good comebacks, but really from beginning to end, same as Cody's match, is Sol Ruca's match from beginning till end. Like, I was more surprised, and my eyes were more on her than they were on Bailey. Like, I think I was really surprised with Sol Ruca because this was my introduction to her. I've never seen her before. Like, I watched a little bit of NXT after seeing Oba and after seeing Sol Ruca. I want to watch more NXT. I want to see more.
I've been
of these
thinking that in
champions.
general, but I think I do want to watch more NXT.
Because NXT seems more important than SmackDown and Raw in terms of, like, company building.
Well, yeah, you see who the next big stars are going to... Well, especially now Triple H has a say in both NXT and WWE. You see who the next stars are going to be. Like, obviously, when it was... It used to be Triple H was in charge of NXT, Vince did the main roster, so they sometimes had disagreements on who they liked. Like, you had guys like, you know, Adam Cole, who won the NXT title, like, a bajillion times, and then I don't even think he was ever, like, even... I don't even think he had a spot on the main roster. I'm pretty sure Vince, like, fired him. And then he's in AEW. Johnny Gargano's another one. Like, he hasn't had too much of a push, but like, but now that Triple H owns both of it, for better or worse, like seeing someone get pushed on NXT, you could probably be like, this guy's going to get pushed on this guy or girl is going to get pushed on the main roster.
Yeah, which I really hope to see Sol Ruca and Oba in the main roster, like in the next couple months. Like, I don't think I was going to be losing the belt for a while, but this is a great transition. Like, they've seen now how the WWE universe has responded to him, and I thought Oba got a bigger response than Cody in that first match. So yeah,
I think so too.
I would love to see him come over to the main roster. But yeah, Sol Ruca, she was absolutely incredible. Like, I have not
really
seen
stuff.
I've not seen a female star this good. Like, you know, as we'll talk about in the second episode, there's a lot of good female stars in WWE, but Sol Ruca, I think, is the one that I'm the most impressed with at the moment. And so I would love to see more of her, and I cannot wait to see more of her on NXT. And now our third match up is AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus Javon Evans and Leon Slater. And now this one, you know, this started off as a non-title match originally, and then they changed it last second to a title match, which I felt like this match would have worked better as a non-title than a title. Because I feel like as a title, it's so predictable what the outcome is going to be. Like, out of all these matches, this was the one where I knew exactly what the outcome was going to be before I even watched it. Because it being a title match, having, you know, AJ Lee and... no, not AJ Lee.
AJ Styles.
Yeah, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee having the tag team titles at the moment, you know, there was no question in my mind that they were going to win. And of course, you know, they ended up winning. But that isn't necessarily a bad thing. I feel like this being a title match, you know, may have taken away from some of the shine of the NXT stars.
Well, the thing is, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure they're TNA stars, not NXT stars.
I'm pretty sure,
Javon Evans is a TNA star.
I know one of the opposite team was TNA, and I'm pretty sure maybe Leon Slater. I'm pretty sure he's NXT, because I know that team. I know that there's one from TNA and one from NXT. I
thought they were both TNA.
I just don't know which one is which.
So I've got like something I would like this match set up. I don't know if it will. I would really like this to set up for AJ Styles returning to TNA and having some more matches. I think that would be great for him. Like, honestly, mate, you could I don't really want another retirement tour, but you could do something similar to that in TNA, because AJ Styles was TNA for like 10 years or something. He was the face of the company for so long. And AJ's final match in TNA... Like, I don't watch the current TNA product. Well, at least not actively, but the AJ Styles' final match in TNA is often considered... I haven't seen it yet, but it's often considered by TNA fans to be one of the worst matches in TNA history.
Who did he go up against?
Nick Aldis.
Really?
Yeah.
The manager of SmackDown?
Yeah, he used to be a wrestler.
Wow, I did not know that. Okay.
Yeah, he lost the belt to him from what I understand, there was constant interference. Despite the fact AJ was leaving the company, it took so many guys to beat him. Yeah, that match is considered to be one of the worst matches in TNA history, so I'd like AJ to have a redemption, have more final matches, have a last hurrah in TNA, do more cool stuff.
Do you think he could retire from WWE? Because he's already said 2026 is going to be his final year, so retire from WWE and then go over to TNA and do a run over there, finish that up. So
I haven't heard him say 2026 is going to be his final year, but
he said it during, when did John Cena and AJ Styles fight? When was that? Was that Crown Jewel? Is that Crown Jewel?
Yes, it was Crown Jewel.
Crown Jewel, yeah. So he said during that in a press conference, leading up to that 2026 is going to be his final year at WWE.
Right. Okay. Maybe he could. If I had to guess, I'd say he'd probably split the time between both. A lot of TNA and WWE have after WWE pretending for so many years that TNA doesn't exist, they've got a working arrangement now, so they can kind of trade stars back and forth. So I think AJ will probably go back and forth between the two of them.
TNA and WWE, they're a lot more flexible with that, unlike AEW. AEW isn't a big fan of giving their stars to WWE.
Well, AEW and WWE are in competition, and it seems like somewhat direct competition, whereas TNA was never actually a threat to WWE, but they used to be TNA used to be very comfortably the second biggest wrestling company in the world, and WWE got annoyed about it, and they pretended TNA didn't exist for ages, despite the fact they never would have been them in any kind of direct competition.
When did this happen?
2000s, early 2010s.
Yeah, right.
Old school TNA is amazing. I think
I've seen TNA's older stuff. I've seen the older stuff of TNA.
Yeah, I love old TNA. I think TNA in the late 2000s, from about 2006 to 12 or something. I would say it was better than WWE.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Now, what did you think of Javon Evans and Leon Slater?
They seem
Javon.
They're impressive
Evans,
in the ring.
I knew a little bit about Javon Evans going into this match. Leon Slater, I didn't really know too much about, and they were so good. This match, this was the most predictable match, but this was also the most. I wasn't sure who they were going to showcase more in this one. Since this is a title match, it makes sense to showcase more of the champions. But luckily, I feel more of this match was on Javon Evans and Leon Slater, and I think
they did some really cool moves.
That's what I loved about these three matches is they were showcasing NXT and TNA talent, which I love. But yeah, they did some great moves together. Leon Slater and Javon Evans, they aren't a tag team in general. This was only I think a once off. I don't think this goes into NXT or anything like that. But they worked so well together. They set up some moves together where they worked together as a team, and I thought they were the show stealing moments of this match where they actually collaborated together.
Yeah, they were very impressive. I mean, because I'm a big AJ fan, I was mostly keeping my eyes on him, watching him do his stuff. He got the pinfall, which is surprising. Honestly, after seeing AJ just get fed loss after loss after loss by Triple H for years, it's good to see AJ get a belt. I'm happy that he's one of the tag champions, and I'm happy that he's getting wins now.
He's they've been tag team champions for quite a while. I don't know how long. I'm terrible with numbers and keeping track of days, but they've been tag team champions for a long time.
Who do they beat for the belt? Because I don't know who they beat. Because if I did know who they beat, maybe I'll know how long they had it for.
Yeah, I will get back to you on that. But yeah, this match really, really impressed me. Javon Evans and Leon Slater, like they're only in there, I want to say mid-20s, early 20s.
They're probably quite young, yeah.
And they're so good. Like they're really fast in the ring, which I think is an advantage. And there was a lot of good showcase on them during this match. And then we had a secret fourth match in Saturday night's main event as well. Which is where we had The Miz come out and complain to the audience about how he's not John Cena's final opponent, which that's been an ongoing story since he lost in the last time now tournament. And then R-Truth comes out, and then Joe Henry comes out, Finn, and I believe in Joe Henry.
Yeah, it's a good gimmick.
Oh, it is. Joe Henry, I think, is like one of the funniest guys. Yeah. And so this wasn't like technically a match, but The Miz loses. So was R-Truth and Joe Henry basically take down, and the audience start counting 3. So this isn't technically a match, more than a promo, I think. R-Truth, this guy is legendary in WWE.
Yeah,
I
good.
love R-Truth. I think he's one of the funniest guys. But in particular, there's been a joke, which I've shown you a few promos of this, where he's gone to Nick Aldis, asking about his balls. And why his balls are not in the last time Dallas tournament,
right?
And so that kind of carries over into this segment where he hands The Miz his balls, and it's a really cool little promo that they do. But this was never an official match. But The Miz ended up losing. R-Truth and Joe Henry teamed up to take him out.
Okay.
And then we have our main event. We have
the much anticipated main event.
Yep.
John Cena's final match.
We have the man of the hour, John Cena versus Gunther. And now, what did you think of this match?
It was fine, good but not great. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I was expecting it to be finisher spamming on crack, but it wasn't that bad. There was
spamming.
Too many finisher kickouts for my liking. Gunther kicked out of 3 or 4 AAs. One of them was from the top rope as well, and another one through an announce table. But that aside, I thought it was a good match.
Yeah, I thought with this match that that it started off strong, having Gunther take the lead, and I felt more of this match was showcasing Gunther.
Yeah, Gunther looked very strong in this match.
And I didn't feel as though Cena was taking all of the spotlight in this. There's definitely those John Cena moments in here. I thought Gunther, really stole the show here.
Yeah. This is controversial. Apparently there's been a lot of outrage online, but I actually like the finish. Some people don't, but I like how he kept getting on the sleeper hold, kept going for it. It makes sense to do that for a submission. I hate it when they spam, pinning finishes, but for submission finishes it makes sense. Kurt Angle used to do that with the ankle lock. It was cooler when Kurt Angle did it, but it's still cool. It still makes sense for Gunther to do that. And John Cena, for the first time since 2004, I believe, tapped out.
Yes. Actually, no, I didn't think Cena's ever tapped out.
He has. He tapped out when he was a heel, when he was doing his rapper gimmick.
Right.
And then they turned him babyface, and then the last time he tapped out was when he had recently turned babyface, I guess.
Right.
But he hasn't tapped out since then.
Which, the tap out I really like. A lot of people are pissed that Gunther won. I don't know why people are pissed at this. Everybody knew John Cena was not going to win this. I haven't talked to anybody, that was confident saying, John Cena's going to win his final match.
I mean, I personally try and avoid gambling, but if I was a betting man, I would definitely bet on Gunther. There was not a shadow of doubt in my mind that Gunther was going to win.
No, and I predicted a couple months ago that that Cena should should win his second to last match and lose his final match.
Yeah.
Which changed because he actually ended up losing his final 2 matches.
Oh yes, his
With,
match before that was
Dominic Mysterio, which he lost, and he lost this one. And I felt that was a good move because he's putting over Dominic, he's putting over Gunther, and so I have no problem with the submission. Like I think my only problem with the submission is John Cena's a hero, and he's kind of built up as as this man who will never tap out. That's kind of the way he's built up.
He's
and
Mr. I never give up.
Yes, Mr. Never
He
Give Up.
said so many promos about I never give up, I never back down, and I never quit.
Yes.
Stuff like that.
Which in his defense, he did not give up on this, but when it came to the ending of this, I felt he gave up way too easily. Like the last shot that you see before he submits is just him looking dead in the camera, and
he's
there's
smiling.
Yeah, there's a little smile, and then and there's such a light tap. There's no dramatic oh, I can't breathe, kind of.
My explanation for it in what do you call it? In kayfabe would be he knows he's beaten, he can't get out, so it's his final match, he doesn't, care. He's not going to risk the brain damage by letting himself pass out. No. So he just taps, instantly.
Which I thought that worked because he was in 2 submissions. The first submission Cena got out of, and then Gunther did a couple of elbows on Cena, got Cena on the ground again, and then the second submission, which, I don't know, there wasn't any struggle. He was just laying there and he just accepted it, which...
I thought he was, trying to get... I thought he was in that sleep of, a minute or something, or Gunther was trying to get it on for a minute or something.
This is the final submission where Cena submits?
The sleeper. I thought he kept trying to get it on and Cena kept breaking the hole, and it's you think he's... Once again, shades of Kurt Angle, but admittedly not as cool. It's you think he's broken the hole, but then, he snaps up and, gets him in the thing again. Yeah,
I thought Cena just gave in way too easy. I didn't feel like that was really much of a fight. I mean, he did so well, throughout this match, but I don't know, the ending... I don't know. I mean, I'm glad they did it because this is his final match, but then... just kind of looking at Cena as a character, looking that he is a baby face, and just looking at kind of everything that he's done over the years. I don't know. I feel like there was just a better way of going about this ending, because this ending did not feel very Cena-like to me. I know he wouldn't just tap. He would struggle until his last breath. I mean, that's kind of the way I see Cena.
Yeah, normally I would agree, but it's his final match. That's his first tap out in God, how long would that be? 2004 is his last tap out, so 21 years.
I want to talk about the ceremony, the post match here.
Yeah.
People were shocked. They showed shots of the audience.
So shocked that Cena lost somehow.
Kids were crying. Yeah. There was silence after Gunther submitted Cena.
So deflated.
Yeah. I was shocked by that. And there was no reaction to it. Everybody was just dead. It was silent in that auditorium. Yeah. I was shocked. I've never seen anything like that before. People were just in awe by the result of this. For me, I'm happy about it. I'm happy that Gunther won, because this is a great passing on the torch. Gunther still has quite a number of years left in him, and this is a great way to kind of build up more heels in the company.
Look really strong, which is good for him.
It does, because this is his second retirement now, technically, as far as ending people's career.
Oh yes, because he beat Goldberg in his final match.
Goldberg and now Cena.
Yeah.
But I've never seen anything like that. And then we had Triple H come out, when Triple H came out,
he got booed.
Yeah, which I thought that was funny. I mean, you and I talked about that briefly. You thought it was because of this whole retirement tour.
Yeah, I thought they were booing him because of the way he's booked the retirement tour.
Yeah, which I want to say
And
that's part of the reason, because people aren't happy with the retirement tour either. But I don't know, like in the context of it, it looked like people were booing him because Cena lost. Because people were like, fuck you, Hunter. People were swearing and chanting. I've never seen that before. People were absolutely pissed by this. Did you watch the post show?
No, I didn't.
I would watch that. Watch the Triple H segment. Because, the reaction from people like, Triple H comes out with a quirky response when he walks out, and people were like booing him and saying he's an asshole and all of that. And Triple H's response is, I thought it would be louder. Yeah, I like the sense of humor to Triple H. Like, I like how he can kind of still have his comebacks.
Triple H actually, or at least used to be, quite funny, but he kind of, he's always had this problem. He takes himself too seriously, and especially since he's became like I don't think he's definitely not the head of WWE. Triple H can be funny, but he kind of takes himself too seriously most of the time.
I like how like there's still that snarky sense of humor in him, but it's also like, you can clearly see the fans' response here. Like, you could at least say something to the fans that's not necessarily, critiquing us for wanting Cena to win, or for wanting.
I didn't want Cena to win.
No, but a lot of people apparently did, and I just thought Triple H could have explained it more. But he didn't really speak about that in the post show. But yeah, there was the montage video that they played of Cena's life, showing him as a kid and then showing him go to WWE. I know you wanted to talk about that a bit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to lend this over to you. What do you want to speak about, Ben?
So it was a video appearance from a Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
Yes, Vince McMahon, which I actually like it. I actually like the idea that Vince showed up. I mean, there were rumors prior to Saturday Night's Main Event that Donald Trump was going to be there and Vince McMahon was going to be there. Billionaires too. I want that. This would have been a great setup. This would have been a great setup for Battle of the Billionaires too. But unfortunately, it wasn't a reality.
Yeah.
Donald Trump really wanted to be there. I actually like the idea that Vince was there, because I think, Vince was kind of a big part of like prime Cena. I still don't like what's going on at the moment, but I think as a businessman, I think as really the creator of WWE, as to what it has become, like, I think there's a lot of praise to give this guy, but that praise is also shadowed with a lot of dislike and a lot of disgust at the moment surrounding his case. But yeah, how do you feel about Vince McMahon being shown in a video? Like, it's only like a 5-second appearance, but how do you feel about it?
We probably can't go over details of the case in that, but in this, because it's probably not really our place to speak about it. But I think WWE, they shouldn't pretend he doesn't exist, but I don't think they should promote Vince either. Like, they shouldn't show any new material of him, and I feel like this is possibly hinting at a return or something. Yeah,
I don't think that this was a new video. Like, I don't know, like, Vince looked younger he did in this video, so I don't think that this is like a video he recorded.
And he didn't have the Mr. House mustache, which he's been growing in like the more recent press conferences that I've seen Vince in.
Yeah, so I mean, I have no problem with it, because I think Vince was a big part of Cena's upbringing, like, and him becoming the star, and like, trialing a lot of different things with Cena's character, the gangster look, and
that wasn't Vince's idea. That was Stephanie's idea.
But Stephanie's idea. Yeah, right.
Yeah, Stephanie saw him. They were gonna. I think Vince or Stephanie or someone wanted to fire him because
you're fired.
Yeah, fired.
You're fired.
Because
It's such a hard voice to do.
you fired. Get out. Get the hell out.
But it was Stephanie's idea.
They were gonna release him because when he first started, he honestly didn't have much character at all. Not that that's reason to fire anyone. I don't think someone should be fired unless they've actually done something wrong. But
So they were going to fire Cena.
they were gonna fire Cena, but then the story goes, this is just a rumor, and normally I wouldn't, say just rumors, but the story goes
There is no truth to this.
the story goes that she saw him doing like a freestyle battle rap on a tour bus with some other wrestlers, and she was like, we can use this, and then she came up with the like kind of Vanilla Ice wannabe like white rapper gimmick that he was doing, Dr. Thugonomics, that he did in 2003, and then he got really over. I mean, I've got a massive soft spot for the Doctor of Thugonomics. Like, the first wrestling, merch memorabilia I ever owned was a DVD that just went over the Doctor of Thugonomics stuff.
Yeah, right.
One of my first, I'm sure my first match, maybe my first matches would have been a John Cena Doctor of Thugonomics match.
Yeah, right.
So he got really over with that, and then they turned him babyface, and then Vince probably wrote the other stuff where his character and then it turned from Doctor of Thugonomics to Chain Gang. He started saying he was like, his fans were his chain gang and alluding to prison and gangsters and whatever.
Yeah, right.
Vince probably came up with, late Ruthless Aggression era, Vince probably came up with the idea to turn him into a Navy SEAL, despite the fact that Cena has never served in the US military.
Well, that's funny that you say that.
Yeah.
Because John Cena did a movie called The Marine.
Oh, that's probably why they did the Navy SEAL gimmick, of course. I forgot about the Marine.
From what I know, that was to promote the Marine.
Yes.
Was that 2000s?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, that would have been to promote the
It was like
Marine
2005, I think, the movie came out.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so that would have been, promotion for that.
But they kept going with it. Like, years after the Marine came out, they said John Cena is like a former serving US Marine member, despite the fact he was never in the, United States, military. And then somehow it changed, to be honest, and then he kind of turned into the, what he's best known as, the colourful kid's character that most people know Cena as. Now, as a character, I much prefer Cena before he was a kid's character. I thought he was more likeable then, but it worked. It got him, especially with children. I loved Cena as a kid. It got him super over. Yeah. And it would have sold, a lot of merch.
Yeah, as you know, I've always kind of, spoken about, WWE is originally it was a show made for kids.
Under Vince, WWE was always going to be a children's product.
Under
Triple H, I think Triple H
not so much kids, but a family audience.
Yes, family audience is the much better way to put it. Yeah, because there is definitely a distinction between kids programs and family oriented programs.
Yes, and now under Triple H,
it's a lot more adult centered.
It is. I wouldn't say swearing is a lot more consistent, but there's more adult content, and occasionally there is swearing, but especially on the audience, but on Netflix, which is how you and I watch WWE, what's the word when they
I mostly just watch clips on YouTube and Instagram, to be honest.
Right, censor it out. They did that a lot, but then when it actually comes to wrestlers kind of talking swearing, it's like I said, it's not always, but it does happen.
It does happen sometimes.
It's I feel that's kind of when it's going from a family audience to more of an adult an adult audience now. You still look at at SmackDown and Raw, and those auditoriums are filled with families. They're filled with WWE fans. They're filled with kids. So the
big change, I guess, would be at least for me, I guess, would be it didn't change the actual content that much, but it's a big change, kind of historically, for the first time since I want to say 2008, in the early 2020s, they went from PG-13 to TV-14.
Yeah, right.
Which I'm pretty sure the way American TV and censors work, that's a big deal.
Right.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure WWE is considered TV-14 now.
Gotcha. You're right.
That's why there's swearing, sometimes blood, sometimes sexual content, stuff like that.
Yeah. And like with Vince, it was also a lot more cartoonish.
It was.
Like it was a lot more over the top. It was a lot more experimental.
Which, to be honest, I miss
prefer.
that.
I prefer it. But now under Triple H, it's a lot more serious. It's a lot more, storytelling. It's not. I mean, I still enjoy watching. I still love WWE, but it's very serious now. Like R-Truth. Which I do want to come back to him.
There is a lot less comedy segments now.
Yeah, like R-Truth does offer a lot of comedy. Like during the last time there's now a tournament, like he was really funny. Like his interactions with Nick Aldis are great, and even the promo he did before Palooza with Brock Lesnar was great. Like their interaction about the whole John Cena thing is great. So WWE does have comedy still, but like it's a lot more serious now, which I actually kind of liked when it was over the top and just cartoonish and just kind of have fun with it. But now it's so like story centered. Story is good.
I feel like because of reasons I don't exactly want to go into at the moment, I do think it is better that Triple H is in charge than Vince. Like, under Vince, one thing I do miss was there was a lot more character work. Like, a lot of people had, like, gimmicks or they had some kind of character, and there seemed to be more work on the storylines, whereas Triple H, it's more like, more about the wrestlers. Sorry, the wrestling and the matches and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the promos that Triple H does are very short. I mean, storytelling's important, but I don't know, like I miss that fun element. Like it's becoming much more of a season now, which, in terms of like, you can watch, yesterday's SmackDown and be completely confused because you aren't up to date with where these feuds are at. Like, you'll eventually get the idea that, these two people are feuding. But, and, I think Vince, what I liked about Vince is there was a lot more surprises and twists and turns. Like, championship holders,
titles changed a lot more under Vince.
Quite constantly. And it wasn't as long, and I thought that created like a very unpredictable kind of value to it, where you weren't sure if this was or wasn't going to be the match where the belt was going to be lost. Now it's actually got to a point where it is predictable. Like you can see
most title changes are very predictable.
Yeah, like you can tell now. If Cody Rhodes goes up against Drew McIntyre for the title. You can almost tell that Cody is going to win.
My current prediction is Cody's going to lose the belt at WrestleMania.
Who do you think he will lose it to?
Either Roman or Lesnar. Hopefully Roman, but maybe Lesnar.
Well, Lesnar is scheduled for WrestleMania 42, but I don't know. I don't think it will be. It will be Lesnar. I mean, like that will be like a cool little like nostalgia thing for people. But in terms of like what I like about Cody is the fact that he is on the program quite frequently.
Yeah, I like that too.
A lot of champions are not there. Like he's there. He's been on Raw a couple of times to announce Monday Night Raw, and like he's there most SmackDowns, and like I think that's kind of what makes a great champion is their appearances have to be frequent, because this is the person that is really carrying the product at the moment. So I think that's something that Cody's doing really well, and I think Vince did really well, but then with some other title championships, that wasn't something. They were very rarely there, you know what I mean?
So we should get back to the John Cena farewell stuff.
Yes. Got off topic a bit there. But after the video, I was actually pleasantly surprised by this ending, because there weren't any long speeches. Like, I liked how the ending was purely focused on Cena, and it wasn't other people talking about how good Cena is.
That's what I thought it was going to be, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was going to be as well. Because, I think
pretty sure Cena didn't give a speech either.
No, and so I liked how there were no speeches, and how it was purely focused on really take this moment in. This is the last moment that you're going to see the greatest champion of all time. There were also a lot of surprise guests at Saturday night's main event as well.
Oh, who were the guests? I was mostly skimming over them.
We had Kurt Angle, which I really liked. I thought
John Cena's first match was against Kurt Angle.
It was, so that I thought was a great full circle moment. We had Mark Henry.
Yep.
We had, Shawn Michaels was there, of course.
I thought Mark Henry was in AEW, to be honest.
He probably is, but not Shawn Michaels. Mark Henry was there as an audience member.
Right. Okay.
That I really liked. There were some other special guests that they showed, but none of them I really knew as much as Kurt Angle and Mark Henry. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Kurt Angle, I thought was him being out. I thought that was such a good way to kind of, even though there was never an interaction with Kurt Angle and Cena on Saturday night's main event, just having those two be in the same auditorium together, I thought was
that's cool.
Was a great way to kind of bring it full circle. It's this is the guy who really started John Cena's legendary run. Ends with John Cena taking off his shoes. And what else did he take off? He took off those wristbands.
Oh, the wristbands, yep.
And he placed them in the middle of the ring and walked off.
Yeah.
Which I thought that was a great way. That's
pretty common for wrestlers to do after they retire, is take off their boots and leave them in the ring. Triple H did that when he retired.
Yeah. Right.
I think the Undertaker might have done that when he retired as well.
This is a joke, but. I was expecting the Visions music to come on and steal John Cena's shoes and stop, and stop him from retiring.
Yeah. Heyman will wear it around his neck for a year.
Yep. And then eventually John Cena will get them back, and then that will be the end of the retirement tour. Yeah. That would have been such a great way to go out on the main event. I look at it as a bittersweet moment that's going back to the opportunity that
I will
Cena
say this,
got with Kurt Angle.
Check out Cena versus Kurt Angle at No Mercy. That's one of my favourite matches of all time, probably because of nostalgia, but it's also a really good match, really underrated.
Pinfall? Is it a pinfall match?
It's just a standard match.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So there's nothing.
The ending is kind of surprising in retrospect.
Yeah, right. But yeah, to put the belt, I thought that was a great legacy wrap up. Because these are both titles that Cena has won, and so I thought that was a great.
I thought that was a nice moment where they both put their belts on his shoulders.
Yeah, one last look at John. You can take a picture of him with those two, and it says so much about his career.
Yeah, it does.
It says so much about his career, and so I thought, they did such a good job executing it.
He did at one point hold both those titles at the same time.
He did. I wasn't sad over Cena's retirement.
No, neither.
Because, I'm going to start heading into our second topic now of the retirement tour itself. But, I feel the reason why I wasn't sad over this is because this retirement tour has sucked. It has outright sucked.
I wasn't a fan of it.
I want to go through each and all of those matches and just kind of get your opinion on them.
Sure.
So
I haven't seen most of them, but it'd be good to know what all these matches were.
So the first one was at WrestleMania 41 Night 2 with John Cena and Cody Rhodes.
Wait, hang on. No, didn't he? No, he was in two other ones. He was in the Rumble match, and he was the runner-up in the Rumble match. Jey Uso eliminated him.
This is in 2025.
Yeah. This year, Jey Uso won the Rumble. Cena was the runner-up. And then the second one was he won the number one. I don't know who he beat. I think it was Sam Punk. I know Sam Punk was in it. Maybe some other. he won the Elimination Chamber to become
He did.
number one contender.
Yes.
And then they had the awesome heel turn, which led to nothing.
No.
And then they had the Cody Rhodes versus Cena. That match was fine. It was okay.
Is Cena won the WWE title for that
the
one?
17th time.
Yep,
which
for
is
the 17th time.
and his 14th WWE title, which is
yes, it is.
really, I mean, big win, big moment. I heard a lot about it on social media, even from like non-wrestling sources. I saw people posting like memes and stuff about it.
What, that he won the title 17 times?
Yeah, people are talking about that. Got a
right.
bit of a buzz.
I thought that was a good match. I thought that was a good
It was
match,
alright.
the one with Cody Rhodes.
It was a bit too much on the finisher spam side, and the ending. Like I think Cena winning was the right idea, but the way he won was a bit anticlimactic. Like, I was hoping Rock was going to come in and help him win, but it was Travis Scott, which...
Yeah.
I mean, he's a good musician. I do like some of his songs, but not as cool as, like, Rock coming out.
No.
And then he wins with the belt, like a low blow and a belt shot, which was kind of cool. I mean, like, if you go back to Super Cena, him cheating to win in the main event of WrestleMania would have been unheard of, so...
Yes.
Kind of cool.
And then we had Randy Orton at Backlash, and
I haven't seen it.
Cena retained the title. I have not seen that one either, but Cena retained.
That match just looks crazy with the finisher spam. I think I heard there's something like 11 different RKOs performed in that match.
Yeah, right. I mean, I can maybe forgive these first two because the finisher spam just gets worse from here.
Yeah.
And then we had two R-Truth matches, one on Saturday night's main event where Cena defeated R-Truth, and then we had another...
He beat him like so easily, it was a squash match.
And then we had one on SmackDown where Cena faced him again and there was a disqualification finish.
Yeah.
I have not seen that one. I've seen the Saturday night's main event.
I thought both of those were really disappointing. I think Cena and Truth, like, feuding... I was interested in it. Like, I think it was a good idea on paper, but I feel like they really kind of fumbled the execution of the whole Cena Truth feud. Didn't do anything. Like, there was a cool moment where he returned, attacked Cena, and he was like, "Oh, I'm going back to my real name, Ron Killings," and then they had that match, and it was a DQ, and then literally nothing came of it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, that seems to be a habit, though, with a lot of these Cena stories, first with The Rock and then with this.
Yeah, I mean, the start of the feud was quite good, but that's about it.
And then we had, this is an instant classic right here. We talked about it last episode. CM Punk at Night of Champions.
Right.
Instant classic.
I still haven't seen that match.
My opinions have not changed on that match. That match, I think, is just an absolute disaster from beginning to end.
Oh, and also speaking of the Truth feud, he also had a tag match where he teamed with who was it? Logan Paul against Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes.
I think I've seen that.
I haven't seen it, but that's the match where R-Truth returned and he cost Cena the match, which is a cool finish, but it didn't lead to anything.
Right.
I remember I didn't watch the match because I was like, oh, John Cena and Logan Paul, that's such a lame team. I don't want to watch that.
They eventually went up against each other.
They did.
And that leaves me into the next one here, which is Logan Paul Clash in Paris. Cena defeated Paul, which... And
I hated that match. I thought it was terrible.
Yeah, I thought that was a good move to have Cena won.
Yeah, I'm glad Cena won.
But then on the other hand, Cena brought out the best in Logan. I think that's the best I've ever seen him in the ring. Like, I didn't like the match, but that match actually gave me some respect for Logan Paul. And I think Logan Paul has actually got better since that match. Like the match today he had with Rey Mysterio. And I think he has like a lot of charisma. I think he's really fun. He's really fun to watch. His promos are great. The promos he did with Cena leading up to Clash in Paris I thought were great.
Yeah, they weren't bad, honestly. They were decent promos.
And then we had Sami Zayn on SmackDown.
Wasn't a fan of that match.
Cena defeated Zayn. I don't think I've seen that.
I thought it was a DQ.
Yeah, according to this source, it says Cena defeated Zayn.
Oh, okay. Right, I thought it was a... Oh, it must have been a DQ win because didn't Lesnar attack Cena? And that was how the match ended.
And then we have Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam where Cody won the title off Cena. Mm-hmm. Which this is still my favourite match of the year.
Okay.
This is still a great match. This is an instant classic. Like when I think back on this farewell tour, I'm going to be thinking of that match very fondly. I think like there has yet to be another John Cena farewell match that has been as good as that SummerSlam match. I thought spectacle wise, but I also thought like just in terms of like writing that I think Cody getting the belt was the right move. Some great finishes in that match. There's a lot of them. But yeah, I thought that match had a lot of twists and turns. There was a lot of excitement to keep you engaged in it. And now I know you have a different view on SummerSlam.
No, I don't really like that match that much. I've seen far worse. I don't think it's a bad match, but I just don't love it.
What didn't you like about SummerSlam? Was there a particular thing you were not particularly fond of?
I thought the build was really weak. I did not like the build at all. Like, it was like Cody was calling out Cena. Cena didn't appear, and then he eventually got him to appear because Cena threatened to leave Hollywood. That was fine. But then Cena turned he turned face for literally no reason. He had, like, the most nonsensical face, and he just turned face for no reason, no build. He was just face all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Like, the whole time, like, Cody was, like, sucking up to Cena in the build-up and to a lesser extent in the match. But the match itself, just so much finisher spamming. Like, they hit so many different... And it was too long as well.
I want to say 35 minutes to 40 minutes. Like, I
want to say, like, 40.
I know the match started in the last 45 minutes of SummerSlam, including the entrances, the introduction of each wrestler. So I want to say about 35 to 40 minutes that the match went for. I also just really liked how they went out in the crowd as well.
That was cool. I liked that part. That was probably the best part of the match for me. It was the crowd brawling and the brawling outside.
And I liked when they went like underneath.
That was really cool.
I don't know, what is it like? They go for like a door in the back and then they rise up.
They disappear. They rise up and there's a cinematic shot of Cena carrying Cody Rhodes in a fireman's carry. That was cool. Yeah,
and there's all smoke coming out. I thought all of that was so great.
That stuff was cool. But then they get to the ring and it kind of ruined it for me.
Yeah, right.
Not ruined it, but not ruined it because I still did enjoy that stuff. But it lessened it for me. Like, I've only seen both these matches once each, but from memory, I actually like their WrestleMania match more.
Do you think Cody needed the title?
Yeah, I'm fine with him winning. I don't have a problem with Cody winning the belt back from Cena. It's just the match itself I wasn't that big a fan of.
Right. And then we had the WrestlePalooza match against Brock Lesnar.
That's probably the worst match of the retirement tour.
Yeah. Like,
that match is really bad.
This match reminded me so much of SummerSlam 2014. Like, it's almost the exact same. Cena may have got maybe a few more moves in.
I think he got less moves in than 2014.
I'm going to be honest. If you throw me SummerSlam 2014 and WrestlePalooza, I can't tell a difference. These matches are both so
very similar.
Identical.
I don't like either of those matches, but I will say the 2014 match is less bad.
WrestlePalooza,
this match was just terrible.
This match I thought was offensive. I thought it was offensive because Cena, he really needed this win. He needed this win. Lesnar, Cena's recently spoke about, I don't know, I think it was with Ben Shapiro or somebody. He spoke about this retirement tour. And this was one
Brock Lesnar destroyed you, just like I destroyed liberals with facts and logic. Is that not correct? It's my Ben Shapiro impression. What did he say?
I like that. Basically he said that this match was designed to put Lesnar over, to make him look very overpowered and look very dominant. And I definitely
picked up that was the intention. Was they wanted to make Lesnar look big on his return, but I don't think he needed that level of dominance. Like, if they wanted to have him win, I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have had Lesnar win, but it's like, fine, I can tolerate it. I can somewhat tolerate it, but it's like, to have him win in such a dominant fashion, to have, like, Cena, like, get in...
Zero defense. I mean,
I think he had one little flurry of offense.
Yeah.
He got, like, a few shoulder blocks, maybe, and then he did an AA. But then Lesnar just kicked out, got up, and then continued betting on...
Yeah, like, you know what I'm shocked about with this match? Cena did, like, three AAs on Lesnar.
Oh, I thought you only did one. Okay, never mind.
It
probably was more than one because of how... That's the other problem with his retirement tour matches. He does the AA way too much. Like, the AA used to be a really good finisher, but it's, in my opinion, really watered down because he does, like, 3 or 4, like, every match, and it's always kicked out of, so it makes it look like a kind of a weak finisher.
I mean, I don't mind the AA, like the one...
I mean, I like it. I think it's a good finisher.
The one that he did at... what was the Dominic one again? What's that event called?
Survivor Series?
Survivor Series, yes. I thought that AA, like where he did the double AA, I thought that was really, really cool. But yeah, like I think it was WrestlePalooza. Like it could have been SummerSlam, but I'm pretty sure it was Palooza, where Cena does like 3 AAs on Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar taps out, and then he, for the rest of the match, Brock Lesnar is just the one who's dominating the rest of the match.
Right, okay.
I don't like the idea that Cena lost. Like, you know, this match was being built up as like, you know, as like greatest rivalry, and yeah, like this had everything going towards it that Cena was going to win, and I think it was a missed opportunity not having Cena win. I'm not going to be thinking about this match.
I mean, I'm not a fan of the Cena-Lesnar feud anyway. Like, I think their Extreme Rules match is really good, but that's it. All the other matches are just kind of average to bad.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't think that there aren't any there's one cool segment, but that's it.
What's the cool segment?
There's one, like, soon after Lesnar's return to the WWE in 2012, they did a segment where, like, Lesnar slapped Cena across the face, then, like, Lesnar, like, gets into the ground and just starts punching him for the face. I'm pretty sure real punches as well. And then there's a massive, like, pull apart, like, it looked like the entire roster, or most of the roster came out, pulled everyone apart, they kept fighting, and then Cena was, like, you know, giving this kind of smug smile to Lesnar from across the thing. That was...
Yeah, are you able to show me this? I'm really curious to see that.
Like, that was a cool segment, but that's the only well, aside from that and their Extreme Rules match, those are the only interactions where I think of has been like, yeah, that's cool. I'm just not a fan of that feud, really.
It's the one thing I can kind of give this match, and this has nothing to do with WrestlePalooza, but Lesnar's return at SummerSlam, I think, is one of the greatest returns of this year. Like, I rewatched that little part yesterday. Like, it's so unexpected, which, you know...
Yeah, I wasn't expecting him to return.
It works. Like, Cena, you know, he's about to get out of the ring, and then Lesnar's music starts, and everybody is just like, holy shit, and like the crowd's reaction is great. And then, you know, and then he's walking towards the ring. This is like, you know, this is like Cowboy Lesnar, which is like the newer Lesnar, or newer look he's going for. You know, and he walks around the ring, and then he goes in the ring, he F5 Cena and walks off. Which I thought his return was really, really good. It was cinematic. It was big. It was a big way to end SummerSlam. Very surprising. And then we had Dominic. Who had actually no. This was before. We had AJ Styles versus Cena at Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
I hated this match. There's a couple good things. You know, AJ's look, you know, very classic AJ.
Yeah, came out on his TNA tights, that's cool.
Yeah, I love that. But this match, I thought, was just really tiresome. Like, I was so... Like, all these other matches in Crown Jewel, I was actually on board with. But that match, I was just like, I can take it or leave it. Like, you know, eventually this retirement tour just became a finish spammer.
Yeah, it really did.
And I was not a fan.
No, neither. His match with Logan was like that as well.
Yes.
Also, I would not have had Logan Paul as an opponent for Cena. I think there could have been other people. Because Cena mentioned when he was doing like a work shoot promo on Logan, he said like there were other people he could have had matches against. Like he mentioned Jacob Fatu and the Usos. Like, I feel like a match with either of those guys versus Cena would be a much better use than
instead
Logan.
Of Logan Paul, I would have done John Cena versus The Miz.
Yeah, that would have also been good.
Yeah, that's the thing with this retirement tour. There's a few matches I would have rebooked. Like the one with AJ, I'm glad that's happened. And I'm glad that because from what I know, that was originally not on the retirement plan.
Yes, I believe that's correct.
But it was Cena. It was Cena who was the one who was pushing for that match to happen, which, you know, I'm glad it did happen. You know, the idea of that match is really good to me, but yeah, that match wasn't anything special. Like that match was just finisher after finisher, and you know, I think kind of what made this retirement tour worse to me is the fact that Cena does finishes of other superstars,
yes,
which
he does.
You know, I mean, you know, that could be okay. This retirement tour is
That's
about
what I liked
Cena.
about the Gunther match is that he didn't do anyone else's finisher.
No. Like, AJ Styles he did everybody's finisher under the sun. He did Undertaker's, he did Edge's.
He did Bray Wyatt's.
He did Roman Reigns' spear. I'm pretty sure he did at least.
Yeah. In the Logan Paul match, I remember he hit Dolph Ziggler's zigzag. He hit Bray Wyatt's sister Abigail, I think, in the AJ match. He's hit... I'm sure there would be plenty of other people's finishes that he did. I think he hit RKO, like an RKO, Randy Orton's finisher, obviously, in like one of his matches as well.
It's just like, I don't see... Like, these finishes, I think, are a big problem because I think it takes away from who Cena is. Like, I understand that it's more of like a tribute to them, you know, which is good. But when they're literally the only moves you're doing is other people's finishes, like that's the problem with AJ is Cena barely. I mean, I know he did a couple of AAs on Styles, but for the most part, it was other people's finishes, which. I don't want to see that. I want to see Cena being Cena.
One of the, this is from a while ago, but one of the complaints about Cena earlier in his career was which to be fair it was at the time, his move pool used to be quite limited. So people used to say, you know, you've probably heard the 5 moves of Doom.
I have, yeah.
Yeah, he did the 5 moves of Doom, and maybe he took it to heart or something. People, this was probably more in the Ruthless Aggression era, but people used to chant, you can't wrestle at Cena and stuff. So he possibly took that to, personally, and, it's hard not to do, but that's, the worst thing you can do if someone's, for a troll, is to take what they say personally.
Yes.
He took that personally, and, he started including more moves in his movesets, and then that kind of turned into doing more finishes.
This retirement tour, I just don't think it was booked the best. There was some, there were just some matches on here that are just utterly pointless. I understand the whole thing with Logan Paul is to get him over, which... I think he did because a lot of people were talking about that match after it. A lot of people were talking. That was one of the most talked about matches coming out of
Clash in Paris.
Clash in Paris.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I was the main one I was seeing.
From what I've heard, the only match that card people were talking about was Roman versus Bronson Reed.
Yeah, right.
Because of the big post-match attack. Because they're they're doing this to write him off for Street Fighter.
Yes.
Play Akuma.
Yes, but what you going to say?
There was this was funny because of how bad it was. They did a thing where, he was talking about... This was when he would make very sporadic appearances. It was either a Saudi show or one of the Australian pay-per-views. He was I'm going to bring in a 6 move of Doom. And then it was literally just a punch. and that won the match. He hit like the 3 shoulder blocks, the side slam, the 5 knuckle shuffle, and then he just punched the guy and pinned him and won the match. That was really bad.
Who was that up against?
I believe he was teaming with Bobby Lashley against Kevin Owens, and I don't think he's on the roster anymore, but a guy called Elias.
Oh, Kevin Owens is another guy I would have booked on this retirement tour.
I would have too, yeah.
The feud Kevin Owens is amazing.
He's good. And also Kevin Owens' feud with John Cena really solidified his career. Like, Cena isn't too known for making putting other guys over, but like he really made Kevin Owens look really good in that feud.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's when Kevin Owens was debuting to the main roster.
I just think that would have been a killer match on this retirement tour.
Yeah.
That would have been a killer match. Like,
that would have been good.
You know, like, you watch
Although Kevin Owens does a lot of other people's finishes. Like, a lot of his moves are coincidentally kind of other people's finishes.
Yes,
like he does the Swanton Bomb. He started including the Stunner as his finisher.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But, like, you know, you watch Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. You see what this guy's capable of.
Yeah, Kevin Owens is good, yeah.
And, like, it's amazing. And, you know, put the Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens in a John Cena retirement match, you know, that is game over. That is an instant classic right there. There's no reason a match like that should not be good. So, this retirement tour just has a lot of missed opportunities, and Kevin Owens hasn't been on TV for quite a while either.
Last I heard, he's recovering from an injury. I think he was meant to fight Randy Orton at WrestleMania this year, but he got injured.
Yeah, right, because Kevin Owens was at Saturday night's main event in the crowd. Like, there's there's a moment where John Cena gets in the ring, and then he gets out of the ring, and he goes to hug Kurt Angle and Mark Henry and Kevin Owens is there, and there's so many good moments in Saturday night's main event, and you look back on it's like there's so many good matches. There's so many good matches that you could have done.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like there's the Dominic matches, and then that's all and Gunther, and that's all of them.
Yeah, so there's one you mentioned before about Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. There's the Royal Rumble. There's Elimination Chamber, which I want to say, Finn, what a great heel turn.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that heel turn. As much as I love it, it's pointless.
Yeah, it didn't achieve anything.
Pointless because there was nothing about him that changed. His music stayed the same. His look stayed the same. His personality stayed the same. Nothing changed about his character.
Which is weird because Cena literally made a whole rap album when he did My Time Is Now, and they couldn't just pick another song from there.
It's
he's literally called a song called. He's literally got a song called Bad Man, where he's like, I'm a bad man. That could have been so good for a heel turn.
Oh, that would have. I would have loved to see that.
I haven't heard this song for a while, but from memory, it's quite a good song as well.
Yeah, that's something that kind of pissed me off about the heel turn is nothing changed. He was the very next day. He was the exact same scene.
He was like, "Oh, I'm mad at the fans for booing me," even though this is one of Cena's strengths. Is he takes he used to at least take a lot of shit from the fans, and he took it very well. He didn't get mad about it or anything.
Yeah, right.
Because other wrestlers sometimes get booed, and they don't expect to get booed, and they get pouty about it.
Yeah.
But Cena doesn't really. He kind of rolled with it.
Yeah.
But his excuse in kayfabe is "Oh, I hate you because you booed me." Yeah. It's that's, I don't know. To me, that's a very silly reason to heel turn. Yeah,
there wasn't really much to him becoming a heel, and his heel turn was really short as well.
Yeah,
it was really short, and they didn't really do anything with it. Minus the whole Cody Rhodes and Cena thing. Yeah, there was nothing. There was nothing to it, and so disregarding the time and tour, Cena's career as a whole is great.
Yeah, great career.
The ruthless aggression, all these different kind of characters he's played, amazing. amazing. Like, you know, I can look past the retirement tour at being not great and like look at his earlier shit and be like, this is prime Cena. This is, you know, this is the best of the best. What does Cena mean to you?
I guess when I think Cena, the main thing I think is he's granted the most make-wishes of anyone, which is really impressive. That's the quality of Cena that I like the most. Always like him as a wrestler, but that is a really good thing to do as a human. Like, Cena seems like a pretty good person, so like that's a really good thing to do, is like to be there for like literally hundreds, I think over 300 sick kids. To do that, that's incredible. So that's when I think Cena, I would think that. Yeah. As a wrestler, what would be the first thing I think? His theme song, his look. Probably the you can't see me.
Yeah.
As I said, I prefer his Ruthless Aggression era like character promos and matches, but he's better known for his stuff from the PG era and onward. I was thinking about this today, what's Cena's best match, and I can't really think of it. I've heard he had a really good match against CM Punk at one of the Money in the Banks, but I haven't seen that match yet, but it does look really good. That's often considered his best match.
I've seen quite a few Cena matches. Like, I don't know which one would be the best.
I don't know from the ones I've seen that I can be like, oh, this is the best. This is my favourite. Favourite probably is match against Kurt Angle that I mentioned earlier. He had a really good I Quit match against JBL. That's a very different side of Cena, because that match is so bloody, and that's like the only match I've seen Cena bleed in.
Yeah, right.
He What else? What other good matches did he have? I don't know. His matches with Shawn Michaels were really good. Some of his matches with Edge. His matches with Edge were kind of hit on miss, but he has had some very good matches with Edge.
Oh yeah, no, those ones I really like. Yeah. Like, you know, when it comes to, like, favorite match, like, that's a question that I can't answer. Like, there's like, you know, today it might be one match, tomorrow it's going to be completely different. Like, definitively, like, I've seen a lot of Cena matches. I can't definitively say which one is the greatest of all time.
Yeah, I don't know what my favourite... Like, I haven't seen all of Cena's matches, but from what I've seen, I don't know. He's also had he's had some pretty bad matches as well.
But like, I feel like everybody has, like...
Yeah, but overall, like, his quality of matches has been good.
I am glad that we were able to talk about Saturday night's main event and this farewell tour. We have talked about this farewell tour in the past, but I've cut all of that from other episodes because it's all been leading to this, Finn. This is the big finale, the big climax for John Cena. He's going to maintain in WWE as someone who works behind the scenes, but he's not going to be doing any more in-ring wrestling matches.
From what I've heard of, it seems like he's going to go mostly to acting.
Acting is his primary focus, yes.
I don't know, like, if he's confirmed for any roles coming up, but I know he's in... Like, he's kind of a big name actor now. Like, he's been in quite a few movies, mostly action comedies.
And that is going to be it for today. That is going to be it today for Finn and I on Heel Turn Hotline podcast, and we'll see you in the next episode.